Good evening once again. You are really welcome to Quad Drive. And as I normally say and always say, if today is your first time joining this platform, you are highly welcome once again. And kindly do us a favor by sharing the video and also like, comment, let know what you are um, heading to concerning our lessons and also how best we can improve on what we are doing. I think it's just weekend and tomorrow we are going to start a new week. So I believe that by this time you are already in the house resting and also doing one or two things. That's why I've scheduled this time for the video so that at least you can have a tranquil time, be calm, and also have time to watch the video and understand the explanation concerning it. So our previous video that we did, the last video that we did, we talked about the Segnali, the word obligo. And I initially explained that when you talk of Segnali the obligo simply talks about what you are obligation of to do. Like it is something that you are not to do by willingly, but you are something forcefully to do. It is obligatory. And these signs are really there for you to what? To go on the direction which is being done or which is being positioned by the ministerial transport or like the road people who are doing the road, like people who are in charge of the road, the signs that they have placed there, that simply talks about the obligation that you have to what? Follow. And today we are here again to continue the Segnali de Obligo. And today, as you can see, we are having here with us another sign which is also very important in the Segnali de Obligo. Okay. Okay. So this sign you are seeing on your screens here, it's having a meaning and it's saying that Segnali the word obligo, the word autocarry. Whenever you see a sign which is having a car or a vehicle under it, you have to know that that sign particularly talks about the word, the car that has been stated under it. For example, if the car is being stated is a small car, which is this saloon cars that we use for work and normal work, private cars that we are talking about, you have to know that the sign is being what prescribed for only the particular car which is what indicated under it. And this sign here that you are seeing, okay, is talking about segnale di pre-avviso di deviazione obbligatori per autocarri in transito. So what is this sign talking about? It is pre-avviso di what? Obbligatori per autocarri. So whenever you see this arrow curving to the what? The right hand direction with the car under it, it's simply talking about what? Deviation. Like all the cars that is under the category of this diagram is supposed to what? Take the right hand side, which is talking about what? Obligatory per autocarri. It is not what? Talking about normal small cars, or it is not talking about what? Motor vehicle, motorcycle, or other small cars, any car, but it is talking about what? Autocarri. This simply talks about the what? Obligation of autocarri, which is the car that you can see on the diagram here, that they are supposed to what? To go at the what? At the right hand side. That means if this car is coming at the direction of the diagram that they have posted, it is not allowed to take the left hand side or to go straight. So that simply talks about what? Deviation. Like it is deviated for the car to go straight and to go the left hand side, but rather have to go what? The right hand side. Why do they normally paste these signs there? Normally, they put these signs in the cities and also in restricted areas. For example, in the city, whenever they put this sign there, it's simply talking about that the big cars are not supposed to enter the particular area. That is why they normally put this sign there, for them to take the direction which has been what? posted at the top of the car. So for example, if you are driving any company car or any big car which is bigger than these small cars that we use for work, and you get to the direction of this sign, you are obligation to take the right hand side. That means that you are not allowed to go straight, because normally it is the straight that you are going to enter into the cities, and you have to take the direction of the right hand side. So this one is talking about pre-aviso. So they normally put this one before the direction that you are going to use. So this one will pre-notice you that when you are going forward, you are not allowed to go straight anymore. So if you are a bigger car, or if you are driving a car like this, which is the Frigoni and the big cars, you are therefore allowed to notify you immediately that you have to take your right hand side direction. So you don't need to go straight anymore as you are driving this big car. So let's go next to what the book is saying. It says that il segnale di preavviso di divisione obbligatorio per autocarri in transito preannuncia appunto una svolta obbligatoria a destra per gli autocarri di massa superiore a 3,5. Di conseguenza vieta agli autocarri di massa superiore a 3,5 di proseguire dritto o di svuotare a sinistra. That is what I said initially. They are obligated to go the right hand direction, and like it is deviated for them to go to the left hand side or to go straight. So any big car, which is what 3,5, when you talk of cars that are 3,5, that is what the Frigoni that we normally talk about, and any big car that is bigger than what 3,5, aside the small cars or aside motocicli or aside bicicletta, no car superior to 3,5 or higher than 3,5 can take the direction that it is pasted there. You have to take right, and you don't need to go straight anymore. So as you can see on your screens again also, we have another signs which is talking about segnale di direzione consentita a destra. Segnale di direzione di what? Consentita. This one is what? Consentita. The first one is segnale di what? Direzione consentita a destra. This one that you are seeing, it is not what? Pre-aviso. It is not pre-aviso. Whenever you see this sign, it's normally placed at the point that you are going to what? You are going to take the action. So whenever you see a sign like this, for the first one that you are seeing with two arrows, sign, one going left, one going right, it is what? Consentita, that you have to what? Follow the direction that it has placed. When you talk of consentita, what is the meaning of consentita? Consentita, it means that whether you like or like willingly, it is not something that is obligatory, and it is not something that is by force, or it is not something that is deviator. Like when you wish to go the right hand side, you can take the right hand side. When you wish to go the left hand side, you can take the left hand side. Mostly they place this sign in the place that there is two directions in particular. So whenever you see a sign like this, first of all, you have to know that at the point that you are getting to, you can go your left hand side or you can go your right hand side. It is not like it is something that you have to know that you can take the two directions. It is not like obligation that by force you have to take left or by force you have to take right. It is that you can take right or you can take left, depending on you, whether you want to take the right or you want to take the left. So this one is talking about what? Segnale di direzione consentita a destra. And the second one is talking about what? Direzione consentita a destra. When you talk of the direzione consentita a sinistra, that is the last sign that you are seeing here. The first one is talking about two particular directions that you are allowed to take. It is not by force that you have to take left, or it is not by force that you have to take right. Whether you like, you take the left, whether you like, you take the right. For example, if you get to the junction and you are going somewhere, you can take the right hand side. when you are going another place, you can take the left hand side. So all the two directions are allowed for movement to go on. So that is the first one that you are seeing. And the second one that you are seeing here is talking about what? Direzione consentita what? A destra. This one is talking about a destra and diritto. So the second sign that you are seeing here is talking about that you can go straight or you can go your right hand direction. You can go straight or go your right hand direction. That is what the book is talking about. It's saying that segnale di direzione consentita dritto e destra. Dritto e destra. When you talk of dritto e destra, that means that you can go straight or you can go what? Your left hand, right hand direction. So that is what this sign is talking about. And as you can see, we also have another sign again, which is the last one, which is talking about what? Segnale di direzione consentita dritto e sinistra. This last one also is talking about that you can go straight or you can go your left hand side. Remind you that these signs are not that you are obligation that you can take only straight direction. This one is consentita. That is what I said initially. When you talk of consentita, that means that it is something that is really willingly, like you can willingly do it by taking the right hand side, or you can willingly do it by taking the left hand side. It is not obligation that you have to what, take your right hand side or you have to take the left hand side by force. Like it is something that you can do it, yeah, depending on the direction or depending on the place that you are what you are going to. The book is saying that il segnale direzione consentita a destra o a sinistra obbliga a svoltare a destra o a sinistra al primo incrocio mentre non consentita di proseguire dritto. Segnale di direzione consentita dritto e a destra obbliga a proseguire dritto o svoltare a destra. That is what I explained initially. So we'll end with these three signs here. I'm doing things quick, so because the signs are very much in the theory aspect, so that we can quickly go to the next part of the book, so that we will not be only every day concerning the signs and the signals that we are talking about. So let's end with these three signs that you are seeing at the down here. It says that segnale di passaggio obbligatori a sinistra, passaggio obbligatori a destra. Okay, this first sign that you are seeing is normally placed in the middle of the road to give direction that when you are curving, you can take the direction of the left hand side. Mostly, it is being placed in two different roads, which is having what the middle dividing this thing, some that line that they use to divide the middle of the road, because we have two strata, like a road at the left hand side, a road at the right hand side, one going, one coming in the opposite direction. In the middle, they use something to divide the road. So normally they put this one at the front of that division that they have made, for you to know that as you are going or as you are getting close, you have to use your left hand side or you have to use your right hand side. And mostly they also place this sign at the back of cars which are working, like they are using them for maintenance on the road. Mostly whenever you see any maintenance car on the road, they have these signs at the back, which is telling you that you are obligated to turn to the left hand side. For example, if you are on autostrada and you are driving and you see any working car which they normally use to maintain the road, and they have this sign at the back, it's simply talking about that you have to take your left hand side, which is by force you have to take your left hand side, because taking your right hand side might cause another harm, because there is no direction for you anymore. That is why they have placed this one there for you to take your left hand direction. And the second one is also saying that segnale di passaggio obbligatori a destra. Let's read what the book is talking about. Say that segnale quelle di passaggio obbligatorio a sinistra obbliga infatti i conducenti a passare a sinistra dell'ostacolo e di conseguenza non permettere di superare ostacolo a destra. Yeah, then that is what I said initially. They normally place them in a place that you cannot take the right hand side anymore. Whenever there is a work being done on the road, or wherever there is a car walking on the road, they normally put this sign at the back of it for you to take your left hand side, which is the freeway for you to pass. And normally whenever they are blocking the road for work, mostly when they are blocking road for work, you can see that they normally put some small traffic light, one at the side facing you and the other one at the side facing the other drivers. So whenever you see this kind of sign, you have to know that at the point that you are going to reach the traffic light, you have to take your left hand side, which is the place for you to go. And let's quickly end with this last sign here, which is talking about Segnale di passaggi consentita. The difference between the last sign and these two signs here is that the last sign is being joined together. And whenever it is joined together, it's talking about that you are therefore allowed to go your left or to go your right. This one is not pre-aviso. This last sign here you are seeing is not pre-aviso. When you talk of pre-aviso, which is the first one that we're explaining, this one is not pre-aviso. So the last sign that you are seeing on your screen is talking about passaggi consentita. We have passaggi and you have pre-aviso. The first one is passaggi obbligatori sinistra. That means you have to take your left hand side. The second one is that destra, you have to take your right hand side. And this one is consentiti. Like consentiti, when you talk of consentiti, that means that you are willing to take your left or to take your right. That is what these signs are talking about. So I think and add another sign and okay. So this one is segnale di rotatoria. When you talk of rotatoria, that is the runabout that we normally call in English. Like you have to take the circle with the direction that you are seeing. This runabout is being governed by this direction of the arrow. In Europe here, some of the countries use their left side of the driving side, and some of them also use their right hand direction of the driving. For Italy, they use their left hand side as the driver. So you can see the direction is going like this. So you have to follow the direction that is going. In the rotatoria, we have a place that they can put precedenza, and we have a place that they can put stop also, depending on what they have placed at the junction of the rotatoria that you are going to take. And this one, whenever there is no sign at for you to give precedenza and you want to enter the rotatoria, make sure that you give precedenza for the car which is coming from your right hand direction. So for example, if you want to enter and the car at the other side of you has already entered, you have to leave the car to go for you to also follow. So we give direction, or we give the signal by the precedenza sign. In case there is no precedenza there, or there is no one governing the runabout, you have to give the direction or give the precedenza by giving the one who have already entered into the runabout to go. So that is all that we have for today concerning the segnale di obbligatori. As I said initially, if you are new here, this is Quad Drive. We are just helping ourselves. I wish every black who is a foreigner here can quickly do this driving theory and driving exam for him or she to get a Patente degree for you to help you do your runs and also help you get your available work that you want to do. Because when you have the license, it can give you many opportunities and many work available for you to what to do. So as we are going to end, we will just take some quiz or some questions for us to what to know what we have learned today and also know all about the what segnale di obbligatori. So this is what we have as what segnale di obbligatori. And I think the last time we talked about this sign, which is what direzione obbligatori diritto. So as we are going to start the quiz, I think we will read and just quickly answer some of the questions because time is not by our side. I want the videos to be very quick and short for everyone to get much understanding about this thing. So that we read two questions here, then we go to the next sign so that we will quickly go to the end. It says that il segnale raffigurato è una segnale di direzione obbligatoria. The first question is saying that the segnale raffigurato è una segnale di what? Obbligatoria. So the answer is what? È vero, because okay. Sorry. I think our connection. Okay. Please, can you see the questions on the screen? If you can see the questions, kindly comment on the section for me to know if you can see the questions on your screen. Just hit the comment section to say yes for me to know that you can see the questions on your screen. Okay, so this is the questions that we have, and we are going to select the segnale di obbligatori, and this one is saying that the segnale raffigurato preannuncia una segnale di what? Prescrizione. So the sign that you are seeing here is what? Segnale di what? Obbligatori. And when you talk of segnale di obbligatori, they are what? All pre and iscrizione. They are something that is what? Giving you a message that this is what you have to do or this is what you have to follow. So it's vero. And this one is segnale raffigurato è una segnale di obbligo. The second one is saying that the segnale that you are seeing is segnale di what? Obbligo. That is the sign that you are seeing here. It's segnale di what? Obbligo. So we'll go to the next sign so that we'll quickly run up. He says that a segnale raffigurato indica che obbligatori passare a sinistra di un ostacolo posto sulla carreggiata. This one is not what? Obligatory passare. This one is not obligatory passare a sinistra. This one is direction. It is giving direction already. When you talk of the obstacle is sometimes when maybe a car is working and they put the direction that you can go to the left-hand side. But they don't normally put this one. This one is being placed on the road for you to know that you are having the obligation to go the direction of your left-hand side. Mostly when the cars are working, or mostly when they want to block the road, they normally put the sign of what? The concentrator. That is the one that is following, facing down. That is what they normally put there for you to take your what? Your direction. But this one is what? Being placed on the road. They normally have it fixed on the road to show you that you have the obligation to go your left-hand direction straight. So this is not what signale that is being placed at the what? Obstacle. And the second sign is saying that the signale raffigurator or signale the deviator. No, this one is not deviator. This one is what? Signale the what? Obligo. And this one is saying that a segnale di preavviso di direzione obbligatoria. So the question is saying that a segnale raffigurato pre-segnale una curva pericolosa a sinistra. This one is not what? Curva. It is saying that you have to turn onto your left hand side, that you are getting to a place that you have to turn to your left hand side. It is not curva. It is not a curve. It is pre-aviso that you have to turn to your left hand side. So this one is not what? A segnale de what? Curva or something like that. It is not curva. Yeah, it is not curva. So the second question is saying that a segnale raffigurato è un segnale di indicazione, indicating something. So this one is not segnale di what? Deviator, segnale di what? Anything, but a segnale di what? Obligatory what? The pre-avviso. So this one is pre-avviso di direzione. So what the question is saying, it doesn't tally with the sign that what you are seeing there. So this one is also segnale di direzione obbligatoria a destra. So as I explained at the first sign, the one is going left and this one is going to the right hand direction. So they are all what? The same. And this one is also the pre-avviso di what? Obbligatory a destra. So this one is pre-avviso. And the question is saying that a segnale raffigurato pre-annuncia una senso unico. No. Non è vero. Questo non è una segnale di what? Senso unico. No. Questo è una segnale di what? Pre-avviso di direzione obbligatoria a destra. Questo non è una segnale di what? Senso unico. When you talk of senso unico, we'll come to that one also. It is what? The one-way direction that we normally call in English. And this one is not senso unico. Invece questa è falso. And the next one is saying a segnale raffigurato è posta prima di una incrocio. See, they normally place this one pre-avviso. So it is prima pre-avviso. It is prima. Okay, so this is what we learned today as the initial stage of today's lessons. And this one is saying that segnale preavviso di divisione obbligatorio per autocarri in transito. So the question under it is talking about that as il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una svolta obbligatoria a destra per le autocarri. When you talk of le autocarri, that means all autocarri. The massa superiore 3,5. It is what? Preannuncia a svoltare obbligatorio a destra. Invece questa simply vero. And the second one is saying that segnale raffigurato preannuncia obbligo di svoltare a destra per il veicolo rappresentati in segnale stesso. Nel segnale stesso. That means it is what? Functioning for the sign, the car that has been placed at the sign, what? At the sign that you are seeing under. So this one is what? Vero. So this one is vero. I think today we're going to answer some of these questions because this is what we did today. And The next one is saying that il segnale raffigurato più annuncia un posto di riferimento per autocarri. When you talk of riferimento, like place that the cars normally would stop to do one or two things, this one is pre-aviso. Referimento, no. This one is pre-aviso. It is just a pre-message sign to tell the cars that you people are allowed to work, are obligatory to go to your right hand direction. So that is what we have for this one also. And this one is the direzione consentita a destra and sinistra. This one is direzione. This one is not passaggi. When you talk of the passaggi is the one that is facing down. This one is what? Consentita direzione. So the question under it is saying that il segnale raffigurato indica che non consentita proseguire diretto a incrocia. No, it is not allowed for you to go straight. It is not even, there is not even a straight road there, but it is rather left and right that you have to what? You have to follow. And then this one is saying that il segnale raffigurato indica che sul passo a consentita a destra che a sinistra. Sul passo, no, falso. Il segnale raffigurato indica le unici direzioni consentiti. Unici, like one way direction. No, è falso. Okay. So this one is segnale di direzione consentita diretto o a destra. So il segnale raffigurato è una segnale di indicazione. And the next one is saying that il segnale raffigurato indica che consentita svoltano soltanto svoltare a destra. To only what? Turning to the left hand direction, which right hand direction, which is false. Because this one you can go left and you can go right also. So this brings us to the end of today's lesson, and I'm praying that I'll have time at my side so that we'll do much quiz for you to get understanding. Please forgive me that I've not been coming online more often due to one or two things, busy schedules and all these kind of things. But I'm trying my best to create time so that we can all learn together. Once we are learning, we are all learning together. I also learn every day to update myself also. And if today is your first time joining our channel, please do us a favor, just share the link on your status for your friend to also get updates upon of what we are doing. And also, if you really love and like what we are doing, we just need your support to share the link to others for them to also get the update that we are bringing across. Maybe you are already having your license, or you are already don't like what we are teaching about, but a friend might be helpful of it, or it can be good for your friend. So just help a brother by sharing the link to them, and also introducing the channel to them for them to have part of what we are doing. So we meet again in our next video. I say thanks for watching our videos, and have a good evening and a good time also. God be with you, and have a wonderful week as we start Monday tomorrow. May God be with you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.